Hi everyone, I'm Madeline from the Neo Cyber Institute. Welcome back to the channel. If you're interested in learning about what is going on in the world of cybersecurity during COVID-19, then keep watching. See the description box down below for timestamps if you're interested in those. So a while ago, we did a few videos on COVID-19, and this video is an update on that situation. You might be wondering, is cybersecurity really important now? To that, I would say yes, absolutely. I'll start off with some findings from March and April though, just because not every company has released new information since then, and also because nonetheless, it will give you an idea of why your security is truly important. Back in mid-April, Gmail reported that they blocked more than 100 million phishing emails and saw 18 million daily malware and phishing emails related to COVID-19. This was in addition to the more than 240 million COVID-19 related spam messages that were received daily. The CSO organization conducted a pandemic impact survey from March 19th to 23rd, and they surveyed about 150 security and IT leaders who worked for companies that on average were a size of 23,825 people. And here are some numbers that they got from the survey. While there are clearly some concerning numbers on the right, the left-hand side shows that people are working to resolve the rising issues. But until all these issues are resolved, what you can do is protect yourself. Now remember though, that they only surveyed about 150 people, and so if they had more participants, the percentages could very well be different. However, those people do represent various companies, and so the results still can be useful and are valid. Many other companies like CrowdStrike reported an increase in cybersecurity incidents as well. Specifically, CrowdStrike observed twice as many intrusions in Q1 of 2020 than they did in all of 2019. Next, the Center for Internet Security's Security Operations Center has seen an increase in remote desktop protocol exploitation. This is likely due to malicious attempts to exploit teleworking capabilities. They also stated their belief that there has been a significant shift in using COVID-19 styled phishing and mouse spam campaigns. There's actually been quite a few disagreements on how exactly the cyber scene has shifted. Some companies suggest that maybe there has not been an increase in the amount of overall threats, just that the threats of the attacks have shifted to be more COVID-19 related. However, this could very well vary from company to company. Regardless though, there is enough reason in both cases to increase your own security at least slightly. These examples that we just showed were chosen based on the information available online and which could help give you an overview of the severity of the cyber situation right now. There are still so many other reports from small and large companies though that have different or similar conclusions, so you're welcome to do your own research or check out the description box down below for more resources. Okay, now onto some more specific examples that have occurred within the last month or so. So you may have heard of contact tracing for COVID-19. Recently, companies like Apple and Google have actually been creating apps or web-based trackers for this. But contact tracing itself is a process of identifying people who have come in contact with somebody who has tested positive for COVID-19 and then instructing those people to quarantine and have them monitor their symptoms. According to the Federal Trade Commission, some hackers have tried to exploit the government's methods for tracking people with COVID-19. Contact tracers are people who are hired by the state's Department of Public Health, and they get the names and phone numbers of all of the people you have been in contact with if you have COVID-19. Sometimes the health department will send out texts or other methods of communication to try and contact these people, and part of the exchange that they have might be offering the option to sign up for daily health and safety reminders. This is where hackers can take advantage of the people and they can impersonate government officials, asking users to click on links that are malicious in some way. Continuing on the theme of impersonation, a new family of ransomware called F-Unicorn has pretended to be a COVID-19 contact tracing app targeting Italian users. According to the company Tripwire, at the end of May, the attack emails leveraged typo squatting techniques to trick users into clicking on a download link for the advertised app. companies are still working on how to neutralize the situation. Lately, there have also been a lot of bots discovered that are created to lure people into giving information or to do some other action. Microsoft reported bots TrickBot in April and LokiBot in May that target banking information. Next, beginning around May 12th, Microsoft reported that a new COVID-19 phishing campaign began. The campaign uses malicious Excel macros in order to achieve remote access of a victim's machine. This has usually arrived to the victims in an email claiming to be from the Johns Hopkins Center, with a COVID-19 related subject line. Then the Excel file attachment will open if the user opens it and shows a graph of supposed coronavirus cases in the United States. If this is allowed to run, that is, if it is opened, the malicious Excel 4.0 macro downloads and runs the NetSupport Manager RAT. The NetSupport Manager has been known to be abused by attackers in order to gain access to and run commands on the target machines. However, NetSupport Manager is not malicious itself. Then, in mid-March, Malwarebytes Lab researchers reported a return of malspam phishing campaigns impersonating WHO, or the World Health Organization. The first attacks were seen on March 7th and have continued. And then finally, on our list of examples, we have Zoom. Zoom is a platform that became immensely popular for video conferencing as schools and businesses shifted to virtual communication only during COVID-19. Daily meeting participants on the platform surged from 10 million in December to 200 million in March and then 300 million in April. And because of this, Zoom also became a target for attackers. But to combat these attacks in early May, Zoom bought the encryption startup Keybase. This allowed Zoom to build end-to-end encryption into its platform and increase their security. Zoom experienced a lot of privacy issues before this, including what was called Zoom bombing. This was where intruders took over video conferences, from simply hopping onto a call that they should not have access to actually taking control of the host and our participants. Also, Zoom was even hit with a privacy lawsuit over data transfers to Facebook that were discovered. Additionally, the credentials of more than 500,000 Zoom accounts were being sold on the dark web, and this was discovered in May as well. But despite all these issues, Zoom is taking measures to try and improve their security, one, by purchasing Keybase, like I mentioned before, and two, by just adding more features to Zoom. This includes the option to report users, add a waiting room, and many other things. And so now, knowing all of this, what can you do to keep yourself safe? First, definitely check out our channel page and all of our playlists. We post about everything from tips for online capture the flag cybersecurity competitions to general cybersecurity videos or current event updates like this video. Also, be sure to always check the description box because usually we link our sources as well as more articles or videos that you can explore if you want to learn more. But in general, doing a complete security checkup on your device could be very helpful. This can help you possibly figure out what are your areas for improvement, which can then direct you to certain videos on our channel. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm Madeline from the Newest Cyber Institute. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.